Good to go. God bless us.
Hi, welcome to the course, AEC 204, fall semester. I'm Gabe Goldstein. I'll be your course instructor. And Bobby Chain Building, second floor, room 249, my office. That's my phone number so far. Fastest or sure way to get a hold of me. Okay. 11 to 1. Don't you show up on my door, I might have another student. Do please make an appointment. Okay, I might have somebody else. Drop dates for this course. If you don't like me, I'm okay. This is how you drop if you have other commitments, or you believe that this course could be taken at a later date. We discussed a little bit on the attendance, like we have a class roster. Sign a name, date, return it to me, or just put it down here. 5 to 10 minutes into the class meeting, you're okay to come in. After that, you're late. I understand everything and anything, but 5 to 10 minutes for an hour and 15 minutes course, this is what I could allow. Assignments. Syllabus has what I am being told are the assignments for this course. So please take a look, and during the course, if you guys experience difficulties in the assignments, let's talk about it. I'm not going to answer your questions in the quiz, but knowledge-wise, I could help you with knowledge. So when you see the question, you will know exactly what the answer is, because you have the knowledge. Okay? Assignments by default start with the start of the course today or sometimes this week, and they end when they're due 11:59 p.m. When you're required to submit a document, Word or PDF or Excel only, please do not send me pictures. No, please don't. I experienced some other funny images from other students, other places that I taught. It wasn't good faith, it was the assignment. However, you got a message on the screen. We cannot open this format. Back to the student didn't read the emails on time. He or she is late. The truth is somewhere in the middle. We're both right or we're both wrong. But, so let's avoid those situations. Ensure you submit Word, PDF, or your Excel, and if and only if I'm asking you to email me that document as an attachment, then and only then you send me that document. Remember, only content submitted to Canvas can and will only be graded. Do not send me your assignment by email on time. You say, well, I sent it to you. Well, Canvas won't let me put a grade if there's nothing uploaded in there. Like, you guys know this, but we're just making sure everybody has the same understanding. Those are the four major signs you're in trouble. There's a fifth one. I don't like Dr. Gabe. It's okay. Do please try to protect yourself. We're different, and this is not something we want to go through, any of us. So If you do experience any of those, do not self-diagnose yourself. Go right away into a medical center and have yourself tested. If the result is unfortunate, report to campus right away. Don't just go home say, I am having a doctor's, I don't know, you have to follow with us. Because they will notify me with that paper saying that you have to quarantine, right? With that email, I'm going to excuse you from your absence. Not because you're sending me an email, my girlfriend is laughing too often, I think she's got COVID. I'll stay home for the next 2 weeks. And no, please don't do that. Please don't do that. Okay? 3 credit hours, that's what you're getting for this course. If you're only getting 6, you're wrong. During this course, NCCER students, all of you, will have some other activities to do together. And it's the performance verification module. Everything is uploaded. Look at the syllabus, click on the links, and I'm going to start, as we progress in the course, scheduling you guys 10, 15 students at a time. Every week we could go do the concrete lung test, and together with that, I'll discuss with you some options. I'm going to challenge you with what you're doing. I'll start asking you, what if I change the fly ash content? What's going to happen to your slump test? What if I add moisture? What if the aggregate is seed number 5 and not 3? What if? Because when you return to the field, you're going to remember this. And should the slump test behave different, then you will understand why. You could turn back to the construction manager that says, there's too much moisture in here. Why? I know why. I took that course that was explained to me. Those are scenarios that you see in your practice. Okay? So as a construction professional, not only you would know how to perform that test, but if there's variations in the behavior of the concrete, you would know exactly what that is, where it's coming from, and how to make the adjustments. Okay? And that's my way of pushing students into practicality, not only just reading text and pretending I know everything right now. Even if we wear masks, I can still share a lot of good practice from the field with you, get you ready, get hired, hold your job, and start emerging as a construction professional. Course communication. Student learning. Analyze methods, materials, and equipment used to construct project. I'm huge on the analyze thing. I'll challenge your thinking. There's no wrong answer. Everybody sees the same thing in a different perspective. I love that. Okay, so we all together going to see out of all the answers what applies, why, how, so everybody will get the same understanding. Understand the basic principles of sustainable construction. Everybody thinks that wind turbines and solar energy. No, that's not everything. There's just 1% of what's named by sustainable construction. As a researcher, I'm having a few articles I'm writing to the International Construction Journal magazine. Hope to get published. Not everybody who writes sends an article gets to print, but I hope get it published. And with every week, based on the topic, wood, concrete, plastic, steel, right? I'm going to share with you worldwide what are the latest researches for that material. An example, roof shingles. I was discussing with a few students earlier. Italians are combining plastic and rubber, recycles, car tires, scrap plastic, And they're producing a rubberized plastic type of roof shingle for the residential applications. Guaranteed for the lifetime. Golf ball size hail just bounces back because of the rubber content. It won't rust because of the plastic content. Shrinks and expands with the season. It's guaranteed for the lifetime. Color, you name a color, they'll make it. So that's what's happening in the world. All right, so this is just an example. So with every topic I'm going to reveal to you. So when you become a construction professional, involved in that meeting with the owner, put all this information on the table. Let them know that you are knowledgeable of the latest, right? And have the project owner make a decision. But you will emerge as a very knowledgeable construction professional. You should be like that. You should be like that. And the ETAC ABET learning objectives, outcomes, and ability to conduct standardized test measurements and experience, analyze, and interpret the results to improve processes. So exactly what my question, the challenges questions would be. What if I have too much moisture, too much fly ash? You know, the coarse aggregate is a different sieve number. You know, improve processes. How do we make adjustments? All right, communication. I do read my inbox if I see an email popping up. But again, Gabe.Goldstein, ESM.edu. I think all the way to 7, 8 p.m. I'm fine. You have an emergency? All right. Friday the same. I'll take a look for the weekend, maybe once a day. All right, it's just for emergencies and stuff, but again, knowing that the assignment is due 11:59 Sunday, to please don't use the strategy. I'll send an email at 10 p.m. and say, I don't get it. I don't know what needs to be submitted. My computer died. I have no internet because the neighbor cut the tree and knocked down everything. That's exactly why I opened them for a wide range. So do not place yourself in that situation. Okay? I'm not saying it's not true. And I never implied that. But to avoid situations like this in which you are, that's why I'm opening them this week, today, if possible, all the way to when they're due. So 2-3 months old, open assignments, yes, this is what I do with my courses. Giving everyone the courtesy of time, because I was a student too. And I dearly, dearly dislike, to use a nice word, dislike, when I was having a week. We're starting this week, that's what we're talking about. The assignment is due at the end of the week. Done. And I said, if I ever get to teach, I'm not going to do that. So, little did I know, right? I'm here, and I'm going to keep my promise. So I'm going to open them as early enough so you can have the time to submit them. It won't be wrong if you would submit something early. Send an email. Will you please take a look to see if my assignment double check, verify? Sure, take a look. Send an email. Yes, I have it. Now you know it's submitted. We're waiting for the grade. Jessica will grade it. She's good in grading. I'll jump in to help if needed, not a problem. But again, grade book updates automatically for the grade. So you will know at every point in time where you're at with your grade. I'm not going to hide this from you during my classes, the courses I'm teaching. The students make their own grades. Mm-hmm. Turning your stuff on time. The quality work in what you write, what you submit. And here's your grade. If you have questions, I'm here. You need help, I'm here. You're a group of construction managers in training, AKA students in the class. But that's the way I look at you, every one of you. That's what you're here for, right? You're a construction professional. Well, this is not a psychiatric class where everybody's listening to what Einstein was thinking, right? No, this is science. You don't learn science from the couch, so to speak, right? So, this is what I do with homework. You make your own grade. You keep on being late. You keep on skipping class attendance. Don't send me an email in December. I have a scholarship and I have to have B or better. I'm currently at a D. Can you help me? I don't even bother to respond. It's just there's nothing to write back. Other than see our video recording week 1. Right? That's probably what I would write. It is, before we move to, it is very common, and yes, it is in my power, to add a make-up assignment. Why not? We're here to earn our grade, right? So fine. So, if we so decided, all, Dr. Gabe, can you throw a, sure. Right? It's earned honestly, right? Through academic work, and yes, I'm in favor to create this opportunity for you. For those of you who spike a little bit from tests or quizzes or whatever there is, sure, why not? We're willing to work for it. I'm willing to give you that chance. Okay? Fair enough? Was that enough? All right. Course book. I used to have a few accounts at thriftbooks.com, cheapcollegebooks.com, Pearson, might be a $60 a year membership, or probably it's free for students. Okay? You know, $60 for 100 and something book, but you get this 1 year, read them, I think it's worth it, right? It's up to you. I'm not implying anything. Cengage Learning, say, whatever they charge, $45 a year, or what that is, maybe free for students. I used to find those course books, Kindle, Amazon, might let you read them. There might be for some other methods that I don't know, you probably guys know. Computer access. Reach out to me early for anything that you believe might impact your ability to learn. The earliest you reach out to me telling me you have some issues and you need my help to learn, the more options I have that I could use to help you. If you're coming to me in the last minute before the assignment due and you have some issues for that assignment, or the proctor test, so on and so forth, the only option left would be pick up a shoulder to try on. That's all I have left, help. Okay. Was the attendance roster? Who has it? Can you please pass it down? There you go. Because today is the first meeting. You guys know the rest. But, sir, when you're done, will you please put it up here?
Yes, sir.
So nobody leaves with the roster by mistake. sign and write the date. All right, so we discussed my ability to help you if you reach out to me early. If you work for a company that sends you somewhere remote, for whatever reason, and it's job related, bring me a piece of paper. I want to see the company's letterhead, your manager or whoever sends you on a phone number. I may not call, but then I'll excuse you, right? Remember, the school doesn't make adjustments to your work. You make adjustments for school in your life, okay? But unfortunately it happens. You have to keep your job. And if that decision comes, if I say no, they'll fire me, then me as course instructor, I'm going to create you that opportunity. In good faith, just a piece of paper they're sending me, you're good. Okay. You'll watch the canvas or come to my office for an appointment and we'll discuss what you lost, or okay? So again, reach out to me early so we could find a solution for you. Class participation. As much as I want, I'm not going to learn your names. My apologies for that. But every time we talk, when I say, "Can you please give me the answer?" you said, "My name is Jessica," and you tell me the answer. Right? Fair enough? So I can know how to address. I don't have a preference for names, so don't worry about it. I'm not going to pick on anyone. Proctor exams. By the end of this week, or even way before that, you'll have more information about what and when needs to be proctored. By that, I'm allowing you to make the necessary arrangements on time to take that exam proctor. And to avoid that situation where you do not have a proctor, can't find one, and your only chance is send me an email informing me about that. My answer would be, see first week video, right? What I told you, well ahead. Do not leave this to your last moment. Make sure you have a proctor on time, available, so you can take your exams. I'm going to create more convenience with the proctor exams to say, here's a 3 days convenience to take a proctor, right? Fair enough? Right, if you can take it the first day, maybe second, maybe third, whatever. Just give you a little bit of room to juggle with your life and the proctor and have everything ready and, right? And you know when it's coming and you could schedule this at your peak knowledge so you could get a good grade on that. So I'll try to do that, and I'm 80% that I will be able to do that, okay, for what's proctor. And again, when we have reviews for the proctor exam, I'll make sure that the knowledge is there. So when you sit down and look at the questions, I know about this. We discussed this. I know about this, right? Because I'm not here to psychiatrically test you. I know that your answers to the questions are your snapping time of your knowledge. And more you will learn down the road. Absolutely, yes. But what we need to assess is how much you could learn from today all the way to the date of the proctor. For me, that's an indication that when I see everybody get an A, we're good. Since you're all different, if I'm seeing spikes, okay, let me look individually, see what's the spike about. What was the lack of knowledge? Oh, it was wood, steel, this and that, okay? then I'm ready to talk to you, get you ready. Okay, because you're walking out of here, and the only time you do not pay for your mistakes is in school. In your practice, being fired is the probably easiest way. I know it's inconvenient, but construction managers are more and more responsible for pretty much everything that happens on the construction site. Okay, and there's nobody to blame. Not scary, it's the reality. And I believe that during this 4 years, 4 years of training, you'll be comfortable, not get scary. You'll walk on a job site, I know about this on my own mind. Right? And not like I used to see years ago, bachelor's degree graduates, they're coming in, they don't understand what they're looking at. They're like in a museum. Tourists on their construction site. Okay, so we hope me and the rest of faculty, we're working hard to change that situation. Make you really very comfortable performing your management duties. Or if you're engineers, helping out with good advice, the construction manager, bring your technical approach to the construction manager. There's a field trip, and we'll discuss on that a little bit more once I have more information on that. I used to teach this course. First meeting in the class, second in the field. I just moved to town, that's not an excuse, but this makes me uncomfortable to take people out because I cannot control your exposure. And with that, we're staying here, second meeting of the week. So I used to show students concrete forming, rebarring. What's the rebar? Let's look at the specs. Here it is. Here's what it means. That's the technical name. They're ready to pour. Let's look at the concrete certificate and read and explain. Next time when they're in the field, everything starts clicking back, more or less, and you get comfortable, right? Manage that activity. I'll try to upload a lot of YouTube videos, demos of the topic for the week. This way you'll have a better understanding of what's going on. Okay. Speaking of writing centers, I hope you're all aware that the more you're going to progress in your careers, the more you will need the public speaking skill, addressing people. Either one-on-one in your office, either to a group of other construction professionals in the field. If any one of you would like to present work, let us know. Come up here, practice. I too learned, and I'm still learning, obviously, the skill of public speaking with so many meetings, job site meetings, leadership meetings, teaching, and so on and so forth. OSHA meetings. Okay? You can't run away from it. Okay, so no shame, we all learn. We're all learning. Better practice, 4 years, get you ready, rather than having a little bit of too much ego, going out in your first week and your boss is asking you, can you lead the safety meeting in the morning tomorrow for me? I have to attend something else. You're scared. You've never spoken in public. You don't know what to say. You can't find your words. You know the topic, right? You don't know how to express it. What to say, when, how. So the rest of it, you know what happens. It's a chance to practice with this course. I'm not enforcing it, I'm not asking, it's just an option. It's just an option. Copyright, that's for me, academic honesty. When you have to submit essays, analysis, it is okay. I approve, I encourage you to research. Already published material of others is a source of inspiration. I allow that only on one condition. Cite your source. I do not believe there is an unintentional plagiarism. Not to my opinion. But as long as you're told that it's okay to use others' ideas or word-by-word text, it is okay to use it to defend your point, it is okay to use it to build up your case for the topic, what do you need to do for that? Cite your source. I enabled Canvas to automatically check everything you submit with Turn It In. Turn It In. You know the software. turnitin.com. And I'll have no mercy. And I take full responsibility for what I'm saying. I'll have no mercy. 0 to 5% likelihood is blue collar. That's the response that comes back to me. That means very little association with anything published out there. 5 to 15 is green. Some association of words, but nothing significantly. 15 to 50, yellow. Uh-oh. 50 to 75, orange. 75 to 100, red. Do not get yourself in yellow. Cite your source. You're not going to get penalized for citing your source. Why would you not cite your source? Give me a good reason for that. Okay. Once I get yellow or a darker color, I'll get exactly what the source matches. And this is the proof. I'll prosecute to the fullest extent allowed of the university. There's no reason for you to do that. Absolutely no reason. You're allowed to research. You're allowed to use others' points. You're allowed to take word by word, right? Cite your source. Cite your source. Don't tell me I forgot. There is no such a thing. For as long as you open and read somebody else's, the next thing you do is cite your source. Even if you cite it wrong, I'm fine. And I'm not going to penalize you for wrong citations. I will not. We're all scholars. And I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Because I see the honesty, and I'm not going to penalize you, or this comma is supposed to be here. Don't worry about that. Okay? You guys using Word? Reference tab, right? Citations, enter new source, and the whole dialog box appears. And you'll enter your information. Who wrote the article? What's the website, year, page, whatever is asking you, including the URL. Right? So click on the left click, it highlights in blue, right click, copy, paste it in there, then you click OK, and it appears in your bibliography. Your very last page from that Word document is the bibliography. Word is doing the whole work for you. No reason to skip that. No reason, no good reason. Okay? So we turn it in, cites it and tells me the sources. I want to look at your last page. This, he's got it. Good. We're good. That's your honesty. As a construction professional, management, engineering, architecture, you will not fit in any team if you're not being honest. If you keep on telling people this is mine and it's not yours, they'll find it out. Your credibility and trust goes straight south. So with this course, your honesty is tested by avoiding plagiarism. Anyone needs more help on plagiarism, I'm ready to help. I'm ready to provide more hands-on. Okay? Just reach out to me. You got the, bring him up here because this is how we're going to lose him. What if you just give him down the road and he'll put him up here? To sign your name and date. So I hope we're clear on plagiarism. If, and only if, we have some projects and you guys decide to work in a team, I'm fine. Let me know what the team is. So I will understand why I'm having 3 students with the same submittal. Okay, they work in a team. Let me know. Okay. Otherwise, you're going to fall into plagiarism, right? You took somebody else's work and you say it's yours. But if I know you're working in a team, okay, well then I'll okay the work of the team. Try not to copy other senior students' work that they passed this course. Everything that's submitted to Canvas gets in the university repository. That's the fastest way turning in is going to find it. Right at the source. Hi. Academic support. If you do believe you need accommodations to learn, help is available. Get a hold of them. Okay? Here's the email. Here's where they're at. There's a phone number. Please reach out. They'll assess you, discuss with you, determine how can we help you. I'll get that information and we'll work together and help you out. Okay, do not self-assess you. Walk in that office and let those professionals help you. Okay, they're trained for that. And they'll probably come with some better idea than you have. Okay? We want to help you. There's nothing to hide. We want to help you. Okay? Some students are learning faster than the others. That's fine. We're as different as our fingerprints are. Okay? You reach out to me. I'll keep it confidential, obviously. Okay? And I'll help you. Mental well-being. I don't think that applies, but I have to enter it in there. This is a course stress-free. If any of you walks and tell me I'm stressed because of this course, I'll hang my badge. There's no reason to be stressed. Reach out to me. It doesn't mean that I'm going to be responsible to solve the problems, but I will help you solve them. What do you need to do? Reach out to me early. Okay? Reach out to me early. Non-discrimination is compliance. Everybody's having the same treatment. I don't need to know, I don't want to know your personal life. If you disclose it to me, it's going to stay with me. But everybody is going to be treated safe. Push it back with the student that just walked in. (10:45), right? What time is it? 10:09. And this is what I drafted. Due at the end of the week, 11:59. If at any time, for any reason, you're not able to submit an assignment, the system won't let you accept the assignment. It's a dead link. You keep on clicking on it and nothing happens. Don't call me. You can inform me. Call the technical help right away. Right? Computers, once a week, better be restarted. There's updates. School has a million of updates. Right? Refresh your computer every, let's say, Sunday night or Monday morning. Refresh it. We're all having screen freezes. It happens. AEC 204. Is that what you're here for?
I'm looking for AEC 204.
Welcome to class. Have a seat. Make sure you get a hold of this set of the class roster. What's your name? Right now there's a student. So have a seat. Make sure that for the next meetings, you know what to do. So troubleshoot technology, first from your computer, refresh your page, refresh your screen, restart the computer every week. And if something goes beyond this, call technical support so they'll troubleshoot you. If they won't, ask them. Send an email that you can troubleshoot me to the course instructor so I could get the excuse for the late submission. I'll work with you, get you another day or two. You know. So you won't get penalized for something going beyond your control. Not fair, so I'll respond accordingly. But again, do not wait till the last minute saying that I got a dark screen the moment I tried to submit your assignment at 11:59 p.m. Sunday night. Might be true, but once you've been aware of this, try to avoid it, since you can't prove it. I'm trying to eliminate green areas. They're not happy circumstances between the student and the instructor. All right, so according to this, week 2, quiz chapter 3 and 4 due September 5, which is a Sunday night, and so on and so forth. I'll have to double check with others that this schedule stands. Right now it's a draft. It's a projection. It's a tentative. And pretty conservative, chapter 1 and 2. This week I'll have this quiz open. So for those of you who goes a little bit faster, knock it down. Get rid of it. Okay? If that's what you decide. Oops, we're done. Questions? Rock, paper, scissors.
You got it.
So are our quizzes like on our campus like we do it out of class or are we doing quizzes in class?
I'm going to try to give you the comfort and convenience to do them home. Unless I'm being told otherwise. So if you're asking me, I'm going to say I want my students to take those home. Learn, get ready, get prepared. I'm not here to police any one of you. I've been a student too. 2 bachelor's degrees, 2 master's, and a doctorate degree. being a student enough, right? And I know in your construction practice, nobody's going to walk in the construction trailer, lock you in the manager's room and say, I'm going to give you a 1-hour quiz. There's no such a thing. Why would I do this in here? I want you to learn. I want you to get ready. Train your mind. Understand concepts, principles, so you can use them. Most likely, these days, construction superintendents do have a bachelor's degree in the construction science. More and more. Reason, they manage crews. They're responsible for large activities or group of activities in the construction schedule. We need those project superintendents to have the knowledge they need to perform those activities. Okay. Their work experience is good, is appreciated, but it's not enough. You don't learn everything in the field. Absolutely not. Okay? So, whatever role you're going to play directly into the management or project superintendent, whatever the situation is, knowledge is your, not best, only weapon you have. Not only to keep your job, but to get the project going. They depend on you. Okay, so I would not, those proctor exams, that's university policy. We will not even talk about that. Right? But there's ways to help you with that, right? I'm not just going to throw you on your own. We'll practice before that proctor exam comes, right? I'll answer questions. So there's no way I'm going to, unless you don't have any questions, you don't want to practice, you don't want to know that. It's your choice. But for those of you who come to class, I have a question about that. I want to know more about that. Sure, let's go. But when you see those examples, everything is familiar. We all win. Okay? So I'm not in favor of pop-up in class. I'm not testing anything, and you don't learn. There's knowledgeable people who are panicking when they're timed. It's true. It's true. I met a few of them. Because I'll teach you this whole book. But if I go to a test, time, to answer questions from this book, I'm going to fail. I said, it's impossible if you know the book. Yeah, but I'm stressed by the time. When I'm hearing the clock ticking in my brain, I'm blocking out. It's true. So again, this is not a psychiatric experiment class. I want you to learn. Get ready for your practice. So most likely you'll have those home. Yes, sir.
For the proctors, are those going to be just in person through the university, or also through examination, like on the computer?
For you guys coming in here, I would like to proctor you, unless I'm being told otherwise.
Okay. So we'll take those in class. Okay.
So you have something to write on? You're a lefty or a righty? I'll fight for that, and more updates would come as I get answers from the leadership. Okay? So don't quote me, but thank you for bringing this up. Don't let it go cold. Keep on pounding on that so I could let everybody know. Okay? That's the easiest way. We're coming here since I see that 9:30 in the morning there's nobody having a class before us. So we could come at 9 o'clock that day, get situated, get warmed up a little bit, get comfy, and boom. I want everyone to walk out of this course with knowledge. And the grade will reflect your knowledge. Always does. You get what you put in. That's no secret to anyone. Okay. Anybody else? Yes, please.
When we take quizzes and stuff,
My name is
Isabella.
Isabella. Yes, please.
When we take quizzes and stuff and we submit them, do we get to see what we got right?
You have to yell at me. I'm sorry. I'm not going to take that offensive.
Do we get to see what we got right and wrong quizzes and stuff?
You know, in the construction field, they say you don't mean it until you yell it. No, that's supposed to go, but yes.
For quizzes, after we submit them, do we get to see what we got right now?
I will let Jessica, who's my other half for this course, know that to click on that, students will see the grades right next day or what that is, the answers and stuff like that. You should have the access to see what you missed. If you have a question, come talk to me. So next time when you're going to hit that stop, maybe for the final exam, you'll not miss again. Hopefully.
Thank you.
All right. Anybody else? Don't be afraid of me. I'm here to help. Who believes that this course is going to be difficult to pass? Raise your hand. Yes, please. Share with me that feeling. Why do you believe you will not be successful in this course? How about if I take this challenge to turn you into a believer from a skeptical that you're right now? Would you let me do that? Whatever do. What's that? What I mean is I'll take your fear and stress away from this course that you will not pass. Want to do that? All right, we have a plan. Anybody else? Construction materials are what you're going to be seeing around you as construction professionals. They are being ordered by the procurement department. Some of you would work in that department. You'll speak a different language, the technical language for every material. Industry classification, specification. Okay. Start getting your feet wet. So you leave yourself a door open to work not only in the field management, but also in the estimating and procuring department. Right? Making yourself more marketable with higher. Okay. Having knowledge of construction materials will help you bring alternatives when some materials are not available. With this pandemic in the world, everybody's just going nuts procuring materials. Some are not available. Used to.
They're not.
Alternatives are available. But for those who knows what an alternative is. How do we know? Specs, performance, manufacturer specifications, right? Labeling. Previous tryouts in the job, the construction jobs by others. Every time you bring in a new material, the manufacturer is going to send you an email. Can you please take the survey for us? So we know should we continue selling this material or performance bad, nobody wants it. We'll tell the manufacturer, stop making it. Not working, cracks, bends, breaks. Whatever it is, right? Rust. So knowing materials in construction is one of the, not the only one, obviously not, but one of the basics in your profession. Construction uses materials. You have no clue what you're looking at when you open the specs? I can't help it. You'll be dragging your feet through this course. Okay. Methods. I'll keep on updating the class on the newest methods in the construction industry. How do I know about those? Oh, sorry, timed out on me. I read. And I'll share with you the publications I'm subscribing, free. You're getting an email, their newsletter, and from there you click on whatever you want to read. Stay updated. Because when you running into a jam of material availability or material performance for the purpose you use it, having a black screen in your mind or what could I use instead of this as the worst nightmare a construction manager or an engineer would go through. It means I have no clue what to do. I don't know what to start from. Where do I go? I don't know. Don't don't go yourself into that situation. Always says, hold on, I think I'm having this magazine, I need to check the directory, check the archive. Right? You'll find an alternative resource somewhere to start digging for a replacement of that material that you're holding billions of dollars of construction projects for an alternative for some material to continue the schedule. It's very important. Those are the methods. I'm not sure what the Bursar office is doing with the attendance, but I'm being asked to take attendance. And so, you guys done with the, what's the roster? Where is it? Can you pass it down? You sound convincing, I'm not going to debate that. Sign the name and date. I'm seeing signatures and no date. I'll take it this time, but I was clear and specified. Do please sign your name and date. Any other questions? Those dates for dropping out of this course, check the Bursar's office web page. We're going to have some holidays. We're meeting Tuesday and Thursdays. The Turkey Day is on a Thursday. Thank you. All right, so that day we will not meet. There's another holiday, I guess, that we don't meet. Check with the Bursar office calendar, but I'll send an email proactively for a week ahead, say, I think it's on a Thursday again. Today we don't meet. Is there anyone in the class who did not sign? All right, thank you. So this is our first meeting that you guys used with the system. Anything else? What else? You guys want to know a little bit about me? I started in the early 90s, dragging 2x4s, unloading drywall, striking floors, because I didn't know anything. And started learning the construction trades. Being a trade subcontractor for non-licensed. What's licensed? MEP, right? Mechanical, electrical, plumbing. Other than that, curiosity made me take into those trades. Making friends among MEPs, subcontractors, you meet them on the job site, they work with you, you tie up friendships, obviously. I became a general contractor. Recession came in, everybody's home. I started understanding that field experience, not enough. There's a lot of stuff I don't know. And that's the only way I could know is to take courses or go to school. Went to school. In my last year, which was the second year, guys at the Keller Graduate School of Management approached me as want to continue studying for a master's degree of project management. Made me an offer. Well, if you get A's at these courses, take them all for the equivalent or whatever. Right. So here we are. I started to understand more project management. What's a project? What do I need? Methods, techniques, estimating, risk, communication, resource allocation, communications, procurement, closeout stage. What are those? Where do I start? How are they correctly and legally conducted. Took legal courses, law employment, business legal aspects, contract law, huge. So I started looking for a university who has a master's degree in construction management. I applied at Purdue, the Boilermakers. They rejected me. Not good enough. Okay. Booked an appointment with the dean, looked in his eyes, and I said, I want a good reason for this letter. Well, Taylor doesn't have a thesis degree for the master's, and the project capstone you guys been involved in, it's kind of like not too much of a research. We're an R1 like USM. Research university, and our master's degrees are having a research thesis. And I said, well, if I can prove I can make it, well, we'll put you on probation. Put you on probation. You got to be or low or you're out. I said, I'm in. I'll take the challenge. 2015, I graduated. Went back to the dean. He just signed this diploma for me. Why? Because he convinced. And I wanted to tell you this 2 years ago, but you won't believe me. Get out. Okay. And later on, they opened the doctoral degree. Same dean, Thierry Bertolini. I said, do I have to walk in your office again? He says, no. He says, I want to enroll in the doctoral program. I said, congrats, Gabe. And my doctoral dissertation is about discrimination against cultural diversity in the construction teams. This is huge. Look at us. We reflect the American society. Unfortunate bias exists in construction teams. Not supposed to be there. So my 3 years research comes to an end. Say, more needs to be done. There's no reason to have bias. Any bias. In construction teams, if we want to finish that building. Okay, so I've been discriminated quite a few times. No, I'm not retaliating by writing a doctoral thesis. But in my management practice, I've seen it. And everywhere I've seen it, I stepped in and fought it back. Did I get fired? Yeah. But the last time that happened, on a Wednesday morning, I put the finger on the wood on a production meeting. Wednesday noon, I got fired. I called everybody in the field, hey, I'm no longer with the company, you guys are on your own. Wednesday by 4 o'clock, everybody left the job site, went home. Did not come back on Thursday. Friday by noon, the brother of the owner calls me. If you don't come back, we're going to end up in front of a judge, we're being sued. I said, well, you guys fired me. Just forget about it, it was a mistake. Okay. Friday at noon, I'm calling back. Hey, I'm coming back. So, that says that building relationships with everyone of every background, race, eyes, hairstyle, or whatever, size of your shoes, whatever you are, played a role in everybody lining up, say, we too reject discrimination. Okay? So, as construction professionals, I expect that you would leave bias aside and look at every individual as a potential source to work with. They too have ideas, very good ideas. Mhm. And there's no reason not to treat them as your better half professionally and to appreciate their ideas. Most of the time, your good answers for the issues in the field comes from the one who are working in the teams every day involved in the field. They see what the problem is. You don't see it in your office. Or even if you walk the job site, you don't see that, but they see it. Listen to them. Listen to them. Do not ignore them. Oh, you don't have a bachelor's degree, I don't talk to you. You're so very wrong. Mhm. I've always listened and spoke last. Because they just gave me the answer to the, the problem that we have. They just sit down and listen and put them all together, then you have the picture. And you make good decisions, and decisions will make everyone happy on the job site. It's a legal decision, ethical, most of the time when you listen to everyone, right? And there's that confidence, trust, brotherhood feeling you get in that team. That's a team that goes to the sky. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, build those relationships. It'll help you. You will learn faster. You'll learn together. Rather than isolate yourself with your own ideas. You won't last very long. Construction is about teams. And when you look for a replacement of material, you're probably going to judge it from the perspective of the material performance. But if you go down the project side and talk to the teams who are using that material that needs to be replaced, and you listen to them, they will tell you in their own language, what do they expect that material to bring, to behave? Not what you thought in the office. And bang, you got the answer right there. Then you go back in the office and you put the finger. That's what I need. Yes, that's what they need. Fine. So, that's one way we work in the construction field. So, a little bit about myself. Right now I'm involved in academia and research. I would like to bridge construction management students to universities worldwide. Tel Aviv University is one that I work with. I have another one in Frankfurt am Main, Frankfurt, Germany. And I'm going to be working hard to bring our students over there. Mm-hmm. Do you speak English too? Not a problem. Let them see what do we study. Let them see how do we as construction professionals gain knowledge, management techniques, and so on and so forth. We learn from them, they learn from us. You're going to see a different perspective of building and the European conception. They will learn from us. We all win. You will end up working in international projects, right? Dubai, Emirates. You're going to see people from pretty much all over the world working in there. So, some international experience. I'm not pushing for it. I'm only providing information. Will help you as a construction professional. Okay? Anything else you wish to discuss? We left aside. Right, what time it is? I do not dismiss the class early because there's always questions, there are always items to discuss. 4 or 5 minutes. All right, so for those of you who send emails being concerned about the first assignment, it's due Sunday night. If we don't get the technical up and running, we'll respond accordingly, right, providing some more time. But I believe that this week we're going to have everything up and running the way we want. And going forward, we're going to You guys are NCER students. There's a website you guys need to check. Carlos, is this thing all the time dying on me?
We may have to change the settings where it won't go to sleep on you.
Alright, NCER requirements. Do please dive deep. Okay? There's a manual, read it. Get familiar, get acquainted. There's a certification for you guys sometimes in the future. I'm happy to help future ready. Okay? Ready to help with everything I can, I know. Knowledge-wise. So we'll talk more as we're getting close to that moment. What else? Come on, ask questions because when you leave, everybody emails comes back to me. Yes, please.
My name is Justin. You ever run any heavy equipment? If so, like what's the favorite one?
No, I'm not licensed to run the heavy equipment other than 18-wheelers. I have a Class AEC deal with all the endorsements. But that does not qualify me to drive blade bulldozers and any excavation where we have to have a different license. What else? Somebody else raised their hand. You? No?
My name's Jonathan. What's the most local project you've done? You
What?
said the most local.
Oh, local down here?
Yes, sir.
I believe there was Austin 290 bypass from Austin intersection with 130 all the way into the junction toward College Town. That was a R&R, removal in place, soil grade improvement, and then a right turn lane addition for the 2 lanes one way.
My name's Jacob. I was wondering, is most of your construction experience in civil work?
I started out in residential. Trades are the same, right? Excavation, so on and so forth. But there's a point in time when you have to decide, do I stay building homes? Or do I like to get in different type of projects? And I decided to go work for different other projects. So I went into vertical construction and then went to civil road construction. I have not been involved in nuclear projects. I have not been involved in those. Even if I have a certification from a U.S. Army Corps of Engineers for quality management, I did not have the opportunity to be a part of those projects. I build bridges, yeah, it's nice, good projects. Anybody else? Yes, sir.
My name is also Jacob, but you talked about international construction. How much do regulations vary vastly, or is it for the most part the same thing?
They will let you know what ties in from what we have into what they do, but most of the time an international project carries the local and the national standards of that country. Construction international standards do apply as well. like we have the building codes with amendments from city to city, they have pretty much the same. So, but on large projects, professionals from other countries are being brought in. Their expertise and experience is needed. They're making an offer, if it's possible. If not, they'll look for somebody else. And right now, the largest project in the world ongoing. Anybody who knows? It's called Amala. A-M-A-A-L-A. Amala.com. Saudi prince, jewel on his crown. The initial budget for that project was bigger than the United States' first recovery budget. Trillions of dollars. We're out time, Carlos? All right, so Amala.